So this one is a bit of a myth correction. There's a Google research paper going around right now that people are reading as proof that Google search has started catching AI content sentence by sentence. And I want to walk through what it actually says because it's not that. And there's one idea inside of it that genuinely does matter for anyone doing SEO. Here's the version that is circulating. The claim is that Google now scores your AI writing in search, basically at the sentence level, using something called S-BERT. And if your content trips it, you lose rankings. That's roughly the framing in a lot of the write ups, and it's a pretty scary story if you publish AI assisted content, which at this point is most of us. The trouble is that when you actually open the paper, that story falls apart almost immediately. What the paper describes is a system called S-CTS, short for Scalable Cluster Termination System, and it's built for video platforms, so think YouTube, not web search. Its whole job is to find coordinated networks of accounts that are mass producing synthetic spam, things like AI scams and impersonation, and then terminate those clusters all at once. The inputs are video frames and audio and transcripts, and the adversaries it names are video generators like Sora and Kling. The words search, ranking, and web page do not appear anywhere in it. It's a trust and safety system for a video platform, and by its own numbers, it runs at very high precision with almost no overturns because it's deliberately built not to sweep up individual creators. Now, the S-BERT piece, because that's what everyone latched onto, sentence-BERT shows up exactly once in the paper in the related work section as an example of older techniques other people have used. It's not the engine. The actual classifier they built is a fine-tuned Gemini model. So when you post or see a post rather saying SBERT is how Google reads the fingerprint of your writing, that's treating a single footnote as the whole system. And to close the loop, SentenceBERT is also not the BERT ranking update from 2019, same name, completely different thing. This is the part I actually did the legwork on. I read the paper and 9 of the write-ups covering it, and I sorted them. 5 of the 9 got it right. They said plainly this is a video platform system and not search. Recast it as a search ranking threat and turned SBERT into a live detector of your content. And one of them presented those as working Google ranking systems without even linking the paper. None of them, interestingly, actually made the 2019 BERT mix-up. So I'm clearing that one up before it starts. The point of the count is just to show this is a telephone game, and the further you get from the source, the scarier and less accurate it gets. Here's why the paper is still worth your attention, even though it's about video. The core idea is that enforcement acts on the coordinated operation behind the content, so the network of accounts, the shared infrastructure, the templated output, rather than any single piece in isolation. I call that operational level enforcement. It's a shift in what the unit of judgment even is, from the artifact to the operation that produced it. And once you see it, you start noticing it everywhere. And it's already on the website, which is the connection most of the coverage missed. If you read Google's own spam policies, scaled content abuse is defined as generating many pages to manipulate rankings, and site reputation abuse is about publishing on someone else's established signals. Both of those are about the operation and the intent behind the content, not a quality score on one page. So the philosophy in this video paper is the same one Google already wrote into its own web policies. So what do you do with this? The move is to stop optimizing a single page against an image or imagined per page AI classifier that the evidence does not support, and instead ask whether your operation leaves a coordinated footprint. That means many properties running the same templated output, inorganic publishing cadence, then variation at scale. Single site doing genuinely useful AI assisted work does not look like that. A network spun up to farm rankings does. And more broadly, before you react to a scary headline about a Google paper, actually go read the paper. The full write up is linked in the description, and I'm happy to get into it in the comments. But thanks for watching.